Looking down upon the tower. And before we...
Hey, Kevin.
I bet they are. Thank you, DA. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt.
Here we go.
Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Marvin Bagley is out there with Bielitsa, and it's Barnes in at the 3 slot. Morant dishes to Winslow. There's the 3. And the Grizzlies get it back. Up top, Morant. 6 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Winslow, the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
It's Bielitsa. Nice D from Valanciunas.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
And despite that funky delivery, Jackson Jr. has become one of the more lethal three-point shooters in this league, no matter the position.
And give his father a lot of credit. He and his mom, it's in his DNA. I played with his father in Washington, and he was a knockdown, deadly shooter, champion with the Spurs as well. Now, as far as Jackson Jr., he's already shooting around 40% from beyond the arc. That's an incredible number for a player his age. It makes the Grizzlies very difficult to match up with defensively.
And the Kings with possession. Fox passes to Bagley. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Well, Bagley's an agile athlete with exceptional leaping ability, so his fancy flush shouldn't be surprising.
Jackson gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Over in the corner, Barnes to the inside. And Bielitsa kicks to Bagley. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Memphis is gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Brooks outside. Bagley with the rebound. Kings have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Here's Fox. And yes, it's good.
I mean, when you think of Fox, quickness comes to mind. He's downright lethal in the open floor.
Jacks up a 3. And it's Morant missing. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's Memphis on the break. Winslow's running. Here's Valanciunas. Good on the 13-footer. You know, Greg, you'd probably know as well as anyone, what was it like going up against the Bulls in the 90s?
You know, it's weird to say, but in a lot of ways, we were a lot like they were. Hall of Fame talent at the coach, a defensive-minded team, but the one difference was, you know, the Bulls had that guy that wore that number 23. I think I'd say that might have been the one difference.
There's Winslow. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. And stolen by Barnes. Bagley dishes to Fox. Scored the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
Now here's Morant. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Winslow, the pass to Jackson. The feed to Brooks. Lays it up off the glass.
He's such an effective scorer. Brooks knows when he should look to capitalize from this area.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. Morant with the steal. Barnes against Winslow. Now the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. And the shot goes down.
Working through the lane, Morant uses change of speed to keep defenders at bay.
Kings have gone 5 of 8 from the field, shooting over 62%. Fox kicks to Bogdanovich. Sacramento moving it around. Outside, Fox. Bogdanovich left side. Shot clock at 5. No good on that one. Nice D from Valanciunas. Memphis has gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Brooks with no one around. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Barnes finds Bielitsa. And that one's good. Barnes.
Now that's team basketball. Bielitsa doing a nice job getting the ball to the open man.
Pass to Morant. On the wing, Brooks. Beyond the arc. He can't get that one. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Kings lead by 2. And we'll be back with... And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Yeah, in that first period, they look to push in transition at every opportunity.
With the game being fast-paced these days, you can expect this from a lot of teams, but they did it very well.
So on the floor for Memphis, they've got Clark. Tyus Jones out there with Kyle Anderson. And it's Gutteridge in at the small forward position. Anderson outside. It's Jones on the wing. Down low, here's Clark. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside. And one of the biggest surprises last year for Memphis, Brandon Clark, brought not only the energy, the rebounds, the block shots, he brought the three-point shooting.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. Last season, there were more rumors that the Grizzlies ownership were exploring relocation. Now the lease at FedEx Forum runs through 2027, with substantial penalties for breaking it early. But playing in a small market with the financial challenges the league has seen of late, that wouldn't necessarily preclude a move someday down the road. Guys?
Hopefully they can stay put. Thanks, D.A. They get the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 4. And Jones has it in the corner. The layup missed. A player known for his athleticism, Clark's skill set may have been underappreciated by people and personnel.
Not only the long-range shooting, Clark showed up with a terrific floater, hit his free throws. He even started creating for others by the end of last year.
Here's Anderson. Unable to get that one. And it's the Kings taking it the other way. Giles the pass to Joseph. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
To the paint. Knocked loose. Now here's Hield. Tight defense on him. Inside. And it's Memphis on the break. Out that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut down now to just 4 in the basket from Jones.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
Giles kicks to Joseph. Back to Giles. And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Harry Giles. And Memphis making a change here. Joseph looking around. Out to Parker. Holmes can't get it to go in. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Clark dishes to Brooks. Pass to Valanciunas. Clark outside. Back to Valanciunas. Holmes with the steal. Parker against Clark. Joseph down low. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. And some changes here for the Kings. Bielitsa, he checks in for Parker. Harrison Barnes comes in for Buddy Hield. And it's Fox in for Corey Joseph. Sharon Jackson, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. Justice Winslow comes in for Anderson. The Grizzlies with another miss. Kings leading now by 4. Here's Fox. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
Bogdanovic, he's checked in for the Kings. Well, Harrison Barnes at 6'8", 225 has played some power forward. Greg, do you like him there or at his more natural small forward position?
I think in today's game, Kevin, having the strength he does allows him to kind of hold his own. You know, you don't see a lot of four men playing a lot of post up in today's game. He's still got to be able to play in space, and I think creates matchup nightmares for the opponent.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. .104 left in the first half of the game. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Back to Brooks. Here's the three. Up again, and the second chance effort by Jackson. Now just a 2-point Sacramento lead.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Sacramento making a switch here. Bagley's checked in. Fox. And the rejection by Jackson. Second shot opportunity. Bagley, great positioning on the putback. And the Kings lead by 4.
A tenacious offensive rebound. I mean, Bagley uses his athleticism so well to collect second chance opportunities.
Morant finds Valanciunas. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Count that one. And it's 8 points for Jaren Jackson.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
It's good.
And he's far from a shooter. I mean, Fox also has the ability to burn you from this area, too.
And Jackson gets it to go.
One of the few guys in the league who make a lead pass like that. Oh, just a fantastic look.
And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Six seconds left here in the second. To the middle. It's stolen by Bagley. It'll count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. So that'll be it.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a pretty close game for the Kings throughout the first quarter. And quite possibly. And that should do it.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game. Great performance by Jaren Jackson.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
Fox and Bogdanovic pair up at the 1 and the 2. Ialica is out there with Bagley, and it's Barnes in at the 3, the small forward. And that's the group for Luke Walton as we begin the second half. Well, Greg, with your son getting drafted, you joined the ranks of some historic NBA father-son duos.
You know, I got the opportunity to play with Arvydas Sabonis in Portland, and remember DeMontis as a little kid. Now he's an all-star last year. You know, I think you're going to have an influx of that in the coming years. Dwayne Wade's son is a terrific player. We know about LeBron's son's ability. He's possibly head to the league one day. You just never know. I'm as a dad, it's going to get the opportunity to watch his son play excited, but I think you're going to see more of this in the future.
Cole and Greg Anthony. I like the way that sounds. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Now, John Morant says in an era of 5-star recruits, he was a no-star recruit coming out of high school. And that put that big chip on his shoulder. Now he has beneath no one tattooed on his arm. He says, my dad always told me that I was trained to go. Basically, that I'm built for the moment. And guys, his time is now.
Sure is, DA. Thank you. In the corner, Winslow with it. Jackson finds Morant. Back to Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And what a pass from Morant. I mean, he does a terrific job staying alert and seeking those opportunities.
And now the fast break. Fox with the ball. And the dunk by Barnes.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Morant passes to Valanciunas. Jackson with it. Good, and the nice assist from Winslow. Jackson's got 16.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be nice to have that combination of height and skill. You know you can get your shot off pretty much against anyone.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And the Kings will go for a different look here. Harry Giles is checked in for Bagley. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Barnes. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. And getting to the free throw line more and more. GA awfully tough to stay in front of De'Aaron Fox.
I mean, he's just got to knock him down, though. I mean, a free throw percentage, I think he can and will improve upon.
And it's Fox with the jam.
Once Fox has some speed behind him, it's a wrap. I mean, he's superb at using it to dunk.
Jackson kicks to Jones. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. Memphis shooting their first free throw of the game.
And their free throw percentage as a unit last year, 76%, right around the middle of the road.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Corey Joseph's checked in for the Kings. Back to Anderson. Pass to Clark. To the inside. Count that one, and the Sacramento lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Jackson.
He's perfect from the field this quarter. He's giving them fits out there.
Outside, Joseph. Here's Giles. Eyes again. That one, no good. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Here's Clark. He nails it, and we're tied up.
Well, this is the attitude Anderson brings, a selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
Outside, Joseph. He feeds it to Parker. And there's the pass to Bazemore. Back to Parker. Pass to Giles. And the rejection by Jackson. Clark inside. He's covered by Bazemore. Jones. Yep, that one goes in there. Jones has got the lead up to 2 now for the Grizzlies.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Will it go? And scoring with the play inside is Parker. Parker's got it all tied up now for the Kings. Jones finds Anderson. Left side, Jackson. Down low, Clark, the pass to Jackson. Back to Clark. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. And it's 6 points for Brandon Clark. Joseph, the pass to Parker. Inside, knocked away. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Takes it from 10, and the Grizzlies tack on 2 more.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
And it's the Kings with the ball, trailing by 4. Hield, the pass to Giles. And the rejection by Jackson. Pass to Gutteridge. Kicks it out to Jones. 3-pointer. The shot, no good. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this 4th quarter promises to be a good one. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. So the Grizzlies 5 right now. Clark is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. Then it's Morant. Then there's Dylan Brooks. And it's Melton in at the 2. Brooks outside. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Valanciunas. Doesn't go for him. Good work defensively by Hole. And he's going up for the alley-oop. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
Oh, look at his unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone in them, not just himself.
Fox with the steal. Passes to Bielitsa. And he makes that one.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Here's Barnes. And he banks in the layup. And the Kings lead by 2.
You see how polished and composed Barnes is? Doesn't rush anything, just takes what he gets.
Clark dishes to Valanciunas. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Luke Walton was saying to the team. This is a close game, as you know, but he sounded extremely confident. He told the players, don't let up now, fellas. This is when we make our move. Right now. Kevin?
Bagley, no good. Memphis leading. Winslow kicks to Brooks. To the paint, here's Clark. And it's Clark with the jam.
An improved playmaker who does a solid job distributing the rock. Don't sleep on Brooks' vision.
Stolen by Winslow. Brooks finds Clark. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Brooks has got 3 assists now in this one.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Fox passes to Bagley, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Now, what a strong finish by Bagley. Getting physical to overcome the contact and get a shot.
The pass to Brooks. In the corner, Winslow with it. Clark outside. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Here's Valanciunas. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Loud pass to Bagley. Hammers the alley-oop through.
This is why the coaching staff has Bagley out here in these moments. I mean, because they know he can deliver.
Brooks, left side. Feeds it to Clark. On the wing, Winslow. Those 3-pointers off the mark. And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. It's Bogdanovich on the wing. Goodbye, Winslow. And it's in there. Bielitsa's got the game tied up here for the Kings.
An experienced player. Bielitsa doesn't shy away from the big moment. He welcomes the chance to hit crucial shots.
Pass to Clark. And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense. And the technical free throw is good.
And that point was a gift. I mean, it's never really smart to get teed up, but in a game that's this close, boy, that really hurts.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Brooks from outside. And another miss by Memphis. For Sacramento, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the 4th so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving. and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to review it. With double-checking, and the game continues on.
Jackson dishes to Brooks. Winslow kicks to Valanciunas. Morant with a wide-open look. And another miss by Memphis.
Oh, man, as good of a shooter as he is, it drives him crazy to miss a wide-open three like that.
Stolen by Winslow. Moving it up. Jumps up. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Here's Fox. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game play. Winslow finds Valanciunas. From deep, Brooks connects from downtown.
Hard to ignore the mental aspect of Brooks' game. I mean, he's locked in when it matters most.
It's good. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Wow, what a shot. I mean, Fox enjoys having the spotlight on him in big moments like this.
Bielitsa, count it.
And that's a huge basket by Bielitsa. He's proving how clutch he is in these moments.
On the wing, Jackson. Out to Morant. And a wide-open look for Valanciunas. And that's going to do it for regulation. So we are headed to overtime. Live from Gold. Well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime. So Memphis will get the first possession. And away we go here with post-regulation basketball. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Anderson in at the small forward.
Oh, it's tough trying to alter his focus. I mean, Valanciunas is great at staying in control.
Fox passes to Holmes. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Healed against Brooks. The kick out to Anderson. Pass to Jackson. Clock at 4. Down low. Brooks misses. The King shooting is beautiful right now. 60% for the game. Pretty much everyone out there has been stroking it. Bagley dishes to Fox. Passes it to Holmes. Some solid defense there from Jackson. The Grizzlies shooting at 52% from the field. They're clicking. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Out to Brooks. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. Back to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. One is on Hield.
45th pick in the 2017 draft. Remember when Brooks led Oregon to the Final Four?
The Kings making a switch here. Bielitsa's checked in. Justice Winslow, he's checked in for Memphis. Here's Fox. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, you love seeing Valanciunas spike it back. When he's active on this end, it makes a difference.
Jackson kicks to Winslow. Brooks against Bielitsa. Valanciunas, good.
With the strong motor and basketball IQ, Valanciunas remains unfazed by pressure situation.
Bielitsa. The pass to Fox. Stolen by Brooks. And here we go. The Grizzlies on a fast break. And there's Valanciunas on the assist by Brooks. Now it's a 6-point Memphis lead. And it's Fox with the ball for Sacramento. Hield the pass to Bagley. Rebounded by Valanciunas.
Look, they say there are no easy finishes in the NBA, but that should be easy.
Winslow kicks to Morant. There's the triple. And it's Sacramento with the rebound.
Can't waste any time here.
You're right. They desperately need a bucket, and every second matters.
And finished off by Bagley.
I like seeing young players with Bagley's mental toughness. He was unfazed in the clutch.
Winslow dishes to Valanciunas. Really left alone that time. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 6 now for the Grizzlies.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. This is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. It's good from long range.
And guys, overtime not nearly as competitive as regulation. They've used up all their energy just getting it to overtime.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it. And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine. A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Aldridge out there with Lyons. Then there's Murray. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at shooting guard. And for the Grizzlies, Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. And it's Winslow in at the 3, the small forward. Miles inside. Jackson on him.
Does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
There's Winslow. A second chance effort. He feeds it to Valanciunas. Pass to Brooks. Just 5 on the clock. Winslow finds Brooks. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Here's Murray. Pass to DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
Well, you look at DeRozan's game, and he's a powerful finisher. That's really one of the main staples of his attack.
And you watch DeRozan play, he still has that explosiveness. Great first step out of the triple threat position. Can switch directions on the go. Is still a handful to slow on the perimeter. Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam, because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Yeah, I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Murray dishes to Aldridge. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Craig, with the explosiveness you talked about with DeRozan, it helps that he finishes so well when he gets to the rim.
And maybe not what he once was, but he is still an elite level athlete. Doesn't only have to drop the hammer when he gets to the rim either. Very smooth at adjusting mid-flight to finish at the rim.
DeRozan finds Murray. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Here's Wiles. Good, and the assist goes to Murray.
You know, we know Murray's got some creativity to his passing game, but no need to be creative there. I mean, he sees the wide open man and zips it right to him.
Morant passes to Jackson. It's tipped. Winslow with it. Brooks feeling it out a bit. 4 on the shot clock. Valanciunas. Here's Jackson. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved a layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. Outside, White. 1:57 left here in the first quarter. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. D'Anthony Melton. He's checked in for Jackson. Jones, the pass to Gutteridge. Back to Jones. There's the pass to Clark. And that one, good. No doubt, Greg, you are known being a gritty, in-your-face defender. And when you think of the most hard-nosed point guards in the NBA today, who comes to mind?
For me, I think Chris Paul, I go first because this guy, one, he's a phenomenal two-way player. He'll do whatever it takes to win, even if that means pushing the envelope a little bit. Pat Beverly is another guy, just a flat-out bulldog. Marcus Smart, I think, falls into that category. Again, it's not always about being the most talented, but if you bring an edge about you, that really permeates throughout your team. So those are some guys. Drew Holiday is another guy I'd throw into that mix as well.
Yeah, they all lock in. You're right. Mills looking it over. White the pass to Bellinelli. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, Bellinelli really is an effective role player. He's a veteran sharpshooter with sneaky athleticism. It just seems to always be in the right spot.
The Spurs making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Grizzlies have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. Jones kicks to Anderson. Back to Jones. Memphis moving that ball around. Anderson outside. Here's Melton, guarded by Walker. Melton passes to Gutteridge. Here's Clark. And Pirtle sends it back.
And Pirtle deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
An outstanding defensive play to earn the mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Outside, White. Feeds to Pirtle. Back to White. On the wing, Bellinelli. Puts it up from 7, and they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Grizzlies out in front, up 2. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, and you know, when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. You've got Jakob Pirtle. Bellinelli is out there with Rudy Gay. Then there's Derek White. And it's Walker in at the 2-guard position.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
That's tipped. Pirtle, the pass to Walker. To the middle. Here's White. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on White.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Pirtle. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Marco Bellinelli. And it's DeJounte Murray in for White. Aldridge against Valanciunas. Here's Murray. It's deflected.
Well, this is where measurements don't tell the whole story. Clark is a tremendous shot blocker despite having an average wingspan.
Back to Brooks. Here's Morant. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
And what an incredible shot in the arm for this franchise. The opportunity to draft a potential superstar in Ja Morant, and they had only a 6% chance of landing that number 2 overall pick.
Jackson, he's checked in for Clark. And San Antonio with the change here, too. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Walker. Wide open look here for Murray. A 3-pointer, no good. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. They've had a lot of good players come through Memphis over the years, GA, but probably no one with Morant's upside.
He has future league MVP potential. Once the 3-point shot is consistent, once he cuts back on the turnovers, I just don't know how you stop him.
Just 5 to shoot. Morant dishes to Winslow. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Winslow's got the lead up to 8 now for the Grizzlies. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Miles passes to Aldridge. Over Valanciunas. Here's Wiles. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Boy, Aldridge commands so much defensive attention. There's bound to be somebody open on every possession, and this time, DeMarcus finds him.
Spurs trail by 6. Morant with the steal to the inside. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And stolen by Aldridge. Now Wiles. The feed now to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. And the Spurs with some changes. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Jackson kicks to Morant. Back to Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game, because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
Oh, he'd be brilliant, and yeah. Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Some changes for Memphis. Gutteridge is checked in, and it's DeAnthony Melton in for Brooks. San Antonio also making some changes. Jakob Poeltl's checked in for Aldridge. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And Derek White subbed in for Bryn Forbes. It's White on the wing. Reverses, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Hey, White is a fighter now. When he's close inside, he's committed to going aggressively to the rack. And if he doesn't score, he at least is going to draw the foul, making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe, he's going to cash in more than not.
Passes it to Melton. Now Jones. And Anderson kicks to Jones. Pass to Melton. Pass to Gutteridge. 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. 1-on-1 here. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Patrick Mills.
Straight, pure energy every night. That's what Mills is able to give you, and as a result, converting on the break, he plays at such a fast pace.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. There's the call. Memphis gets the foul. These are his 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for the Grizzlies. And San Antonio also making a switch. Lonnie Walker, he's checked in for Patty Mills. Back to Jones. Clark dishes to Jones. The pass to Melton. Here's Gutteridge. Feeds it to Clark. Outside, Jones. Anderson passes to Jones. San Antonio with the rebound.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, don't give them another possession here.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
Jones, no luck. And he drains the 3, but let's see. They may need to review it. I'm not sure the ball was out of his hand in time. And we are not going to halftime just yet. Officials signaling they are going to review the tape.
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the
it's a tie game in Memphis. And we'll be back for the second half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. They didn't get more than a 1-possession lead in the period. And
second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 spot. Brooks, the pass to Valanciunas. 5 to shoot. The drive by Brooks. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
You know, over time, Aldridge has really developed into a pretty good shot blocker.
A tremendous mobile 1 block that we had to see again. Great send back.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor.
Murray, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Brooks finds Jackson. Morant outside. Pass to Winslow. Aldridge against Valanciunas. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. DeRozan's shot is good.
DeRozan's so good, guys, at taking advantage of whatever situation is there. When he has the opportunity, he gets out and scores in the open floor.
Pass to Forbes. The Grizzlies pull it in. Valanciunas has got his 5th rebound in this one. Greg, LaMarcus Aldridge taking more 3-pointers last season, easily passing his career highs in attempts with almost 3 a game.
And Aldridge shot a very respectable percentage from outside. In order to play heavy minutes at the 4, you need to be able to shoot. Good to see Aldridge still adding new wrinkles to his game.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face. Yeah.
Oh, ouch. Murray kicks to Mills. From deep 3-point range, no good. And it's Memphis the other way. Brooks dishes to Winslow. Back to Brooks. To the paint. For the lead. And the layup good by Winslow. Winslow's got his 2nd basket of the game.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Here's Aldridge. Tips it up. Memphis leading. Jackson down low. Aldridge is covering. And a wide open look for Valanciunas. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
You know, for me, it doesn't get any better than seeing big fellas who can use the mid-range jumper to their advantage. Man, what a pass that was there. He really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Winslow, the pass to Valanciunas. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jackson dishes to Valanciunas. Winslow with it. And they double up Morant. Ball's knocked loose. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And Memphis making a change here. Clark's checked in. Rudy Gay's checked in for the Spurs. Mills passes to Aldridge. And the shot is good. Aldridge has got his first bucket in this one.
and really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
It's stolen by DeRozan. Pass to Mills. Stolen by Winslow. And they're running. Here's Clark. Here's Morant. Valanciunas dishes to Clark. Here's DeRozan, and the dunk by DeRozan.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
It's rebounded by Memphis. Winslow's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Up and in on the layup. Winslow's got 6 points.
You see the quarter awareness Morant has. Outstanding at keeping his teammates involved with good looks.
And we just finished the 3rd quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Grizzlies lead by 1. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are, the 4th quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Served him up a tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court right now for the Spurs, we've got Rudy Gay. He's out there with Bellinelli. White is out there with Jakob Poeltl. And it's Walker in at the 2.
Really amazing body control by Poeltl, just taking the hit head on and finishing through the contact. I love it.
The pass to Melton. Outside, Jones. Down low, here's Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
You got to know, this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Here's the break. For the finish, rips down the breakaway slam.
And this is what you love about the game. Superb defense, great steal, and just like that, they add 2 points to this narrow lead.
Bellinelli. Walker against Anderson. Poeltl. And the dunk by Poeltl.
Hey, look at Poeltl, making it look easy, dropping the hammer down on the defense.
Jones, the pass to Clark. They get a hand on it, stolen by Walker. Oh, and here comes Walker all alone, and Walker throws it down. We can expect a dramatic end to this one.
Yeah, no quit by either side, guys. Neither team willing to give any ground.
Clark finds Jones. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And that one's good by Clark.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
And here is Bellinelli. The dish to Poeltl, and the dunk by Poeltl.
Cutting into that deficit now, well within striking distance.
Boy, time to tighten it up on defense. A stop here would be huge.
And Walker kicks to Bellinelli. Back to Poeltl. It's stolen by Jones. At the top of the key, Clark floats one up, and it's in. Basket number 6 for him thus far. He has only missed 2 shots from the floor. And we'll get a look at how the hustle stat game has been going for the Grizzlies.
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Something else they've done is force a lot of mistakes defensively. They've been turning those turnovers into points.
And here comes White, leading the fast break. Finished off the break. And now a 3-point Spurs lead.
Outstanding play by White that time. He just took off and got up and down in a heartbeat.
Passes it to Melton. Outside, Jones. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him. Some changes for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Melton. And it's John Morant in for Jones. And San Antonio also making a switch. Forbes checked in. Here's Anderson, down to 5 on the shot clock. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Stolen. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Poeltl. That is his first foul of the game. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Trey Lyles comes in for Rudy Gay. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Lonnie Walker. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Derek White. Morant reaches to Valanciunas. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one. San Antonio trailing here. And DeRozan kicks to Forbes. Pass to Aldridge. And the layup's good off the glass.
Aldridge never backs down in these big moments. A player who wants the ball in clutch situations.
Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Forbes. It's in!
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Morant, it drops.
No stranger to big moments. Morant wants to be the man to take and make the big shot.
Here's Murray, and the rejection by Jackson. And that one's good by Aldridge. And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Brooks, the best of Jackson. Count it! And that bucket ignites the crowd.
And the emotions of these fans right now boiling over after that shot.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And Forbes has it in the corner. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Valanciunas. Morant reaches to Brooks. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Pass to Morant.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds.
The coach's challenge has been issued. First team like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
2 shots.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good.
Showing natural leadership skills, Morant has developed great rapport with his teammates.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
So a close game sees Memphis take. Memphis, Tennessee. It's the NBA Live on 2K. Hey, Dave.
Hey, good evening, Kevin. The Kings are trying to snap their long playoff drought, and their star point guard De'Aaron Fox said,
A Spurs team walking to the locker room earlier.
"Hey, Kevin."
That's a terrific story. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Marvin Bagley. And it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. And for the Spurs, DeRozan out there with Lyles. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. Here's Lyles. Second chance shot, and that's 2 points on the layup.
Salvage the possession. He's a terrific offensive rebounder.
Fox passes to Bielitsa. Back to Fox. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
Misread each other on the pass. Tried to recover, but too late.
Here's Murray. He kicks it to Forbes. Back to Aldridge. That's to Forbes. The 19-foot shot. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
A terrific offensive rebounder. Aldridge definitely knows what to do with it when he gets it.
Here's Fox. San Antonio with the rebound. And DeRozan.
Wow, you knew that DeRozan has that in him. Didn't think he'd pull it off in a game, though.
And as great a player as LaMarcus Aldridge is, at times his defense can be a concern. Only getting tougher for him as he ages.
LaMarcus Aldridge, GA, will be able to score forever. Defending pick and rolls, keeping up with mobile bigs, that's a problem right now later in his career. Limiting minutes and picking up matchups might be the best way to disguise this.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Kings shooting their first free throw of the game.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
And so he hits the technical free throw. Now here's Barnes inside. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Murray, the pass to DeRozan. Outside for Murray. Now the pass to Forbes. To the middle. Here's Aldridge. No good from 11 feet. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Bielitsa passes to Bagley. Right side, DeRozan. And DeRozan throws it down.
Defensive breakdown. Murray attracts attention as a scorer, which opens up everything else.
Barnes outside. The kick out to Fox. Fires it up. Sacramento gets it back.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Down low. Here's DeRozan. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
DeRozan has such good body control that it's very difficult to disrupt his shot with contact.
Fox against Lyles. Nobody near Barnes. No good with the triple. Spurs leading by 7. Aldridge finds DeRozan. That one goes. Count it. DeRozan's got 10 points. Greg, you showed toughness and grit when you played. You've got to succeed in this league with those things at the forefront, right? Being tough, being gritty. And there are several players whose style you admire that play like that.
I mean, no doubt about it. You have the superstars, the Kawhis, the LeBrons, who continue to do it. They can intimidate you physically, but they also provide tremendous skill set. But two other guys, Russell Westbrook, Jimmy Butler, they're also guys that exemplify that toughness. You know, two guys, when you look at those two, a lot of people didn't project them to be what they've become. And it's impressive to watch them take the floor night in and night out.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Mills in for Murray. The Kings also at the sub. Bazemore's checked in. Mills passes to Bellinelli. Lays it up and banks it in.
Perfect vision. Mills getting quicker these days at spotting the open man.
The Kings trail by 9. To the inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
This is what we talk about, value in each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
The Kings making a switch here. Holmes checked in. Now here's Mills. Gay finds Pirtle. And the dunk by Pirtle.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Play calling has been fantastic. They've been a step ahead of the defense since the opening tip.
Here's White. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Already, they piled up 8 second chance points.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Holmes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That one on Jakob Pirtle.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Spurs making a switch here. Walker's checked in.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Inside, here's Pirtle. Sacramento grabs the miss. Hield attacking. Walker with some nice D.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for the San Antonio Spurs. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We come back right after this. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And, you know, the Spurs have been rolling right along, haven't they?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Winning the turnover battle here early on, and you see that reflected in the score.
On the floor for Sacramento, Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Kent Bazemore is out there with Parker, and it's Holmes in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Gay passes to Pirtle. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Pirtle's got his second bucket.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
Bazemore, no one around him. Gay with the block.
A pretty good defender. Gay using that 7'3" wingspan well. Get that shot out of here.
Comes up empty down low. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Sacramento. 11-point game.
And Smitty, with Rudy Gay, the longtime NBA veteran, Father Time might have taken away what he once was, but boy, he still finds ways to contribute.
He does, G.A. Rudy Gay isn't the same scorer that he once was. But what I love about it, he's actually playing the power forward position more later in his career. He can still fill up the box score and also add a lot of rebounding. His passing has been underrated for a few seasons as well.
Here's Pirtle. Sacramento making their last shot. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. A big group substitution here for Sacramento. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Barnes comes in for Kent Bazemore. Bogdan Bogdanovic, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Fox in for Joseph. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical. Harry Giles is checked in for Jabari Parker. And it's Aldridge missing. The Kings trail by 9. Here's Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, instinctively, too. Fox there looking to be a ball mover, a facilitator. And that's one reason why his team is playing well.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
It's a backbreaker for your defense, giving up easy buckets like that.
DeRozan on the wing. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession. Mills, he's checked in for the Spurs. And a change for Sacramento. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Fox against Murray. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That's his first foul. Barnes passes to Bielitsa. Banked in off the glass. Bielitsa's got 5.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Here's DeRozan. Rebound by Bielitsa. The Kings trail by 7. Here's Giles, and he banks in the layup.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
1:44 left now here in the second. Mills dishes to Aldridge. DeRozan passes to Aldridge. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shot clock at 6. Here's Murray. Got a hand on it. And now the Kings fast break. Bogdanovic with it. Now guarded by DeRozan. Giles, that's good. And now just a 3-point Spurs lead.
And Fox is a solid passer. Knows how to get the ball to his guys when they're ready to let it go.
Aldridge kicks to Murray. Mills looking it over. Takes a 3. Rebound by Bielitsa. The Kings trail by 3. Here's Bogdanovic. DeMar DeRozan grabs the board. For San Antonio, they've gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9. A different look now for San Antonio. Rudy Gay's checked in for Trey Lyles. And it's Lonnie Walker in for DeJounte Murray. And a change for the Kings. Fields checked in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Now here's DeRozan. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Spurs lead by 5.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Joseph. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. It's
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside DeMar DeRozan brought his A game early tonight. He had 11 points and 1. Thanks for joining.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You gotta like what DeMar DeRozan has done in this game.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
And not standing around, not settling for perimeter shots. He's looking to attack.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for San Antonio, we've got Murray. Aldridge out there with Trey Lyles. Then it's DeRozan, and it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position.
And how about the way Fox continues to improve his game? A capable scorer who also rebounds the ball well for his size. And still, though, he can improve on that perimeter jump shot.
Barnes finds Bogdanovich for the lead, and he lays it up and in. Bogdanovich has got the lead up to 1 now for Sacramento. Spurs shooting at 50% in a decent groove. Here is Forbes. No points in the game yet for him. And even 3-on-3 break. Bogdanovich dishes to Fox. That falls. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. And now a 3-point Kings lead. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Jabari Parker's checked in for the Kings. The kick out to Barnes. Parker passes to Bagley, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. Greg, not all drafts are the same in terms of talent. 2019 was a year to remember.
No doubt about it. I mean, transcendent talent at the top. You think of Zion and Ja. Both could be future league MVPs. And the irony is that those two guys were teammates in high school. Go figure.
Yeah, go figure is right. White, he's checked in for San Antonio. Here's Lyles. They can't stop the run with that one.
They have yet to hit a shot. A real slow start here in the second half.
Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Sacramento. Fox dishes to Parker. And that one drops. Parker's got 5.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Pass to Lyles. Out to DeRozan. Spurs working the ball around now. Aldridge, the pass to DeRozan, and Parker with the block. And another fast break for Sacramento. Passes to Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
It's stolen by Bagley. And now Sacramento on the break. Barnes got the ball. And Hield with the basket on the assist by Barnes. Barnes has got 5 assists in the game.
And guys, you'd have to say this run really triggered by their transition offense.
On the wing, Barnes. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Gay comes in for Trey Lyles. Bellinelli, he's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Bryn Forbes. Then for the Kings, Giles checked in for Bagley. Ken Bazemore comes in for Harrison Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. And here's Walker outside. The rebound by Giles.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
You know what? This has always been a debate. Do you take the timeout, or do you let your guys try to fight through it?
To the paint, here's Hield. Tries again, and the layup is good. Hield's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
San Antonio calls timeout.
Well, Buddy Hield, the consummate gym rat, growing up in the Bahamas, he built his own rim with a milk crate and would shoot all night. His neighbors got so tired of yelling at him to keep it down. He sprinkled broken glass under the rim to get him to move the hoop.
Spurs making a switch here. Mills is checked in. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. Bielitsa comes in for Corey Joseph. Pass to Pirtle. Bellinelli dishes to Pirtle. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Here's Sacramento now. They're rolling here on a 15-point run. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jakob Pirtle. That's foul number 2 for him. Hield kicks to Giles. And there's the pass to Holmes. Nice open look, but it's no good. And Greg, they said Hield would wait until his mom fell asleep and then sneak out to play basketball. And when she came looking for him, he'd take off running.
Yeah, he preferred to catch that discipline at home more so than in public. But growing up in the 8 Mile Rock, a tough neighborhood, his mom rightfully very protective.
Uses the glass to finish the layup. Walker's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for San Antonio. Pass to Bazemore. Wants to get it to Bellinelli and does. And here comes Walker leading the fast break. And the dunk by Walker.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
And it's blocked. Tipped away. Bellinelli passes to Pirtle. To the middle. Good work defensively by Holmes.
Meeting right at the rim. He typically converts in those situations. Not this time.
This is his second trip to the line in this one.
And 79% from the line a season ago. Pretty consistent there as a free throw shooter.
7 seconds left in the third. For 3, Murray gets it to go from beyond the arc. Murray's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Kings lead by 5. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Rashawn Holmes out there with Bielitsa, and it's Bagley in at the 5. They grab their own miss. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And you know, we always talk about this. Just changing the shot can be just as effective as blocking it, even though it's less spectacular.
Spurs trail by 5. And it's Gay at the elbow. And finished off by Gay.
I love the vision by DeMar DeRozan. He found the wide open teammate.
Outside Bogdanovich. Inside Bagley. And finished off by Bagley.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. Back to Gay. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Gotta appreciate the physicality of Gay's game. A strong athlete who forces the D to hit him inside.
LaMarcus Aldridge, he's checked in for San Antonio. Derek White comes in for Bryn Forbes. Barnes, he's checked in for Sacramento. Outside Fox. it to Bielitsa. And it's sent back by Aldridge.
I mean, showing great anticipation. Aldridge was all over that shot.
And then Gay with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And stolen by Gay. Fox against Murray. Gay outside. Outside for Murray. Spurs working the ball around now. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
That's just being out of sync and at the worst time. Costly.
Lyles checked in for Rudy Gay. Right side Bagley. Back to Fox. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
And he's good on the second.
Well, they should be looking at a 3-point lead. Hopefully for them, that miss won't cost them.
Outside DeRozan. Fox with the steal. And Fox with a clear path to the basket. And it's Fox with the jam.
And you have to have respect for his speed in transition. Fox is a high-octane player who explodes in the open floor.
On the wing, DeRozan. Good, and Aldridge gets the assist. Aldridge has got 3 assists now in this one.
DeMar DeRozan, when you need a score, go to the guys you feel comfortable with.
Snatched up. And here's Aldridge. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And good that time.
And wow, what a time to tie this game up, guys.
I wasn't sure they had enough time. What an amazing job to battle all the way back out of that huge hole.
Bielitsa misses.
Woo, that's just a case of bad defense and even worse offense.
DeRozan's shot is off. The Kings have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. Back to Bielitsa. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
And White kicks to Lyles. Pass to White to take the lead. Just 5 to shoot. Lyles controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
This is a huge possession.
And this is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Murray against Bogdanovich. Murray, no good. Lyles, and no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Yes!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
This isn't a done deal yet, but they have got to move quick.
You know what? Their focus right now, every possession has to yield points.
Outside, White. Aldridge dishes to Murray. Bullseye!
Working off ball, something Murray continues to develop. That's a nice play.
And finished off by Bagley.
And just easy to see why people are so high on Bagley. His ability to deliver there in the clutch is important.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. The downtown skyline. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Bagley in at the 5 spot. And for Memphis, Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3 slot. Now here's Jackson. Down low. And it's Brooks that time on the assist by Jackson. Brooks has got the first points up on the board for the Grizzlies. And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. Stolen by Jackson. And now Brooks running the floor all by himself. Finishes the break with a slam.
Awareness Brooks has. Good at knowing exactly how to position himself in these situations. Kevin, it's a sort of a boom or bust type player last year. Brooks is a major league streak shooter. I mean, when he's on, he can carry your offense.
Winslow's shot is off.
And he's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
Bjelica passes to Fox. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Bagley, no good.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
And when you looked at Brooks's game logs from last year, you're spot on. I mean, one night he might put up 30. The next night he might go for 6 or 7.
Yes, yeah, but you need those explosive scorers on the roster. You know, I call him the Vinny the Microwave Johnson type. When he's hot, you're riding. When he's not, sub him. That's simple.
Bjelica finds Fox. Can't cash in from close range. The Grizzlies have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. And stolen by Bogdanovich. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
You got to like the game of Bogdanovich. Really skilled at finding space inside and using it.
Back to Brooks. Pass to Winslow. And the pass to Morant. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Valanciunas, defended by Bagley, and stolen by Bogdanovich. It's good. This game is all even.
No, he's a solid team player. He doesn't always look for a shot. He enjoys getting it to the open teammate.
And that one is good.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Now, here's Fox. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul. Both teams will make substitutions. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things, never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice.
Well, this is why Morant's teammates love to play alongside of him. I mean, exceptional vision, and he's incredibly unselfish.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox. Some changes for Memphis. Brandon Clark, he's checked in for Jaren Jackson. DeAnthony Melton comes in for Dylan Brooks. And Jones subbed in for John Morant. And a change for Sacramento. Joseph, he's checked in for Fox. Now, here's Clark. Back to Jones. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Sacramento making a switch here. Holmes checked in, and so Jones nails both of them. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's Joseph. And Jones pulls it down.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
It's stolen by Hield. Now here's Bazemore. He started closely. That one good for 2.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Brandon Clark. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Both free throws good from Holmes.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
Clark finds Jones. Back to Clark. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
40 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
The Kings shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Jones dishes to Clark. Pass to Gutteridge. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Clark. Parker with the steal. Pass to Holmes. Ball's knocked loose. Here's Gutteridge. Covered by Heel. Clark with a wide open look. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 5. Live from the FedEx. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So, on the floor for Memphis. Clark is out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And there's Anderson. Then it's Jones. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. Feeds to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Oh, he uses his physical tools to the fullest when attacking the defense. That's a heads-up play by Valanciunas.
Joseph, the pass to Holmes. The shot missing. Nice steal from Valanciunas. Here's Melton. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Jones has got 3 assists in the game.
And though he's very active at the offensive end, Melton probably makes his biggest impact defensively.
I agree, yeah. He works hard, shows good instincts, and reads the passing lanes very well. He's also disruptive with his speed, his length, and I like that he can play physical. He can get you out of your rhythm.
And the Kings pushing it up now. Parker trying to free himself up. No luck, they battled on the glass, but couldn't knock it down. Jones finds Clark. Anderson against Hield. Pass to Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
But this is the attitude Anderson brings. A selfless player who loves giving it up to his open guys.
And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
Well, just trying to prevent the opposition from getting comfortable. Next time, that one might get picked.
And Memphis making a change here. Winslow's checked in. And then for Sacramento, Bagley comes in for Rashawn Holmes. And it's Bielitsa in for Jabari Parker.
What a strong finish by Bagley. Getting physical to overcome the contact and get a shot.
On the wing, Jones. Clark outside. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The Kings trail by 9. Barnes passes to Bagley. Barnes kicks to Bagley. Bounce pass Joseph. It's Bielitsa. And Valanciunas pulls it down.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Clark right side. And there's the feet to Valanciunas. Good, nice job down low. Valanciunas has got the lead up to 11 now for the Grizzlies.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Barnes kicks to Hield. Out to the right wing. Joseph dishes to Hield. And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Oh, you love seeing Valanciunas spike it back. When he's active on this end, it makes a difference.
Melton's shot is good.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the inside. It's deflected. And here again, the Grizzlies in transition. Up the court they go. Winslow finds Jones. Back to Winslow. There's the pass to Valanciunas, and he lays it straight in. Valanciunas has got 8 points in the quarter.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Joseph down low, defended by Jones.
That's size winning out. I mean, he needed every single inch to haul in that rebound.
Clark, the pass to Melton. Memphis moving that ball around. He kicks to Clark. Just 5 on the clock. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. And the ball out of play. The Kings will inbound.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen one. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Some changes for Memphis. Jackson, he's checked in for Brandon Clark. Dylan Brooks comes in for Melton. And it's John Morant in for Jones. Then for the Kings, Giles checked in for Barnes. Bogdanovich comes in for Buddy Hield. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Corey Joseph.
I love the rugged ferocity Fox plays with. I mean, he's fantastic at finding ways to convert through intense defense.
And Valanciunas kicks to Winslow. Back to Valanciunas. Rebound by the Kings. Outside, Bagley. And so it's the Memphis.
Thanks a lot, Jonas. Good first.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5. Thanks for joining us, folks.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. It's been quite a game for Jonas Valanciunas.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Yeah, working the ball, getting clean, quality looks. I mean, just efficient basketball through and through.
On the court right now for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bielitsa is out there with Bagley, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot.
And judging Morant's game early on, I've heard a few people with Allen Iverson comparisons.
Well, put me in that number as well. That's going to be tough to fill up, but it just means he has the potential, the quickness, the athletic ability, the IQ, the handles. They're both lightning fast, slight builds, both tough. And you see the explosive ability to get to the rim and finish. I'm going to ask my boy AI what he thinks about the young Ja.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Morant.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
Bagley, and the lead is down inside single digits. Bagley's got 4 points this quarter.
He's such a good finisher. I mean, Bagley does not want to waste his chances on the interior. Very explosive for a big.
Brooks finds Valanciunas. Passes it to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Barnes can't get it to go.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Valanciunas passes to Morant. Back to Valanciunas. To the paint. Here's Jackson. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Jackson's got 6.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
And so Fox will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings, trailing by 13. And it's Bagley that time on the assist by Barnes. And it's 8 points for Marvin Bagley.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Here's Fox. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one's on Morant.
And De'Aaron Fox, a natural right-hander, but he plays lefty.
He's similar to Mike Conley. Guys like that, more amphibious. I'm just joking. More ambidextrous. They can use either hand at a high level.
Sacramento making a switch here. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Kent Bazemore's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Buddy Hield in for Bogdanovich. I'm sure you've got a list, Craig, of players you've visited with over the years who you really enjoy spending some time with and talking to.
I mean, there's so many, Kevin. A couple guys, and there is a little bias as a point guard, but Damian Lillard and Steph Curry and Chris Paul are 3 guys that, you know, I enjoy sitting down and talking shop with. Giannis, you know, witnessing his journey to greatness. All the while, he remains humble and really appreciates his position. So several of these guys, I'm also not just an analyst partner, but a fan and a big fan of theirs.
You are a fan indeed. Inside. Jackson misses. The Kings trail by 8. Parker passes to Hield. Anderson with the block.
And blocks like this fire Anderson up, which in turn get his teammates going as well.
And Holmes throws it down.
And how about the offensive rebound with a little extra punch on the putback?
You're right, Craig. As they look to trim the deficit, could we see them send a few more bodies to the board? And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul, seeing if that was the right call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Oh, yeah, bang, bang. An impressive sequence that has them fired up.
The kick out to Anderson. Down low, here's Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
Oh, man, great floor vision right there from Kyle Anderson. It allows him to spot his teammates left and right. 2
points, that one goes. Parker's got his first 2 points.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Grant, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
To the middle, and the dunk by Parker.
Oh, look at Hill's unselfish approach. He's working to find everyone to look, not just himself.
Down low, and stolen by Bazemore. To the paint. Fox dishes to Parker. The layup off target. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. Jaren Jackson is out there with Clark, and it's Anderson in at the 3, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Jackson down low to the inside. Brooks the pass to Jackson. Up again, the rebound by Giles. Giles has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Back to Bielitsa. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back. And stolen by Bielitsa. Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Now that's team basketball. Bielitsa doing a nice job getting the ball to the open man.
Fox against Morant. 1 minute now into this 4th quarter. He feeds it to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
He's having a great night from the floor. And they're going to keep leaning on him, looking to grow the lead.
And here is Bielitsa. He's off on that one. Some solid defense from Clark. Brooks kicks to Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Jackson finds Morant. Back to Jackson. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Morant's got his 4th assist in this one.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Clark the pass to Morant. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Some changes for Memphis. Valanciunas comes in for Jaren Jackson. And it's Justin Winslow in for Anderson. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Sacramento. Memphis leading by 14. Brooks kicks to Clark. Back to Brooks. Pass to Valanciunas. And it's Brooks in the corner. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Fox against Morant. And the shot goes in. Fox has got 4 points in the quarter.
Oh, and look at the strength of Fox. Amazing how he maintains control despite getting roughed up a little bit.
Clark outside. The dish to Winslow. Feeds it to Valanciunas. Back to Winslow. Just 4 to shoot. To the wing on the left. Clark for 3. Bagley with the rebound. The Kings trail by 14. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Barnes with it. Out guarded by Winslow. Giles the pass to Bagley. It's tipped. The kick out to Barnes. Shoots over Winslow. Here's Giles. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket. Giles has got his first points in this one. Out to Morant. Trying to find Bagley and gets it to him. And here we go with Giles running it up the court. Bogdanovich passes to Giles. Top of the key jumper, no good.
Well, that's one of the few times they'll get away with leaving him that wide open.
Inside.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Grizzlies.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jaren Jackson.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Bielitsa, he's checked in for the Kings. Hield comes in for Bogdanovich. Bagley, no good. On the wing, Winslow. Guarded by Fox.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
That's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
Left side, Bagley. And the rejection by Jackson. Winslow, the pass to Brooks. Misses in close. Outside, Bagley. And Fox has it in the corner. Barnes outside. Bagley in the post. No good there. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were look at Memphis's starting group. Jackson and Valanciunas, they're in the middle. Morant and Brooks manning the backcourt. And it's Winslow in at the 3. And for the Spurs, Aldridge out there with Lyles. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2 spot. Now here's Murray. And DeRozan kicks to Murray. Forbes the pass to Aldridge. Shot clock at 5. Back to Forbes. San Antonio needs to get off a shot here. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Here's Morant. Pass to Valanciunas. The pass to Jackson. Good work there as it goes.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Forbes. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Boy, Forbes showing you some quick-footedness there. Nice instincts.
Winslow with it. And now just over a minute played here in the first. To the inside. Grant dishes it to Valanciunas. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Murray, no good.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. Out to Brooks. Jackson dishes to Morant. Back to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
And Morant is great at putting pressure on defenders, which in turn draws contact.
Both free throws good from Morant. And here is Murray. Just about 2 minutes into the game, first quarter of basketball. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist by Murray.
You know, with all his post moves, Aldridge usually is able to trick the defense, but even when he doesn't, he'll still manage to finish through contact.
Now here's Brooks. Now Winslow. Brooks outside. Trying to find Valanciunas. Gets it to him, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And where Brooks seemed to have carved out a niche, GA, his consistency from range and from the line.
Kev, if you can space the floor and hit your free throws, you're going to be in the rotation. Brooks really came into his own last season. And the more he refines his shot selection, the more valuable he becomes to this team.
Morant passes to Jackson. He gets that one.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Here's Aldridge. Grizzlies with the rebound. A minute 50 left to play in the first quarter. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Lays it up off the glass. Jackson's got 6.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Shot clock at 2. Clark. No good there. And the Spurs going the other way now. Here's Mills. Some solid defense from Clark. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. It's Jones on the way. Covered by Mills. And stolen by White. Oh, and here comes Gay all alone. And finished off by Gay.
You know, White is a prideful defender now. Takes a lot of pride in that end of the floor.
Down low. Kicks it out to Jones. To the paint. Here's Gutterich. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Here's Clark over Gay.
Gay using his reach and bounce to perfection to block the shot.
Here's Mills. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
The kick out to Anderson. Over Aldridge. Misses the J after tricking the D with the nifty pass fake. A good close contest so far as we finish the and close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. They've got Clark. Tyus Jones out there with Anderson. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard position. Bellinelli gets the bucket.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Clark outside. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. The Grizzlies have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Now, here's Clark. He passes to Gutterich. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Yeah, and their shooting really starting to pick up here in the second.
Yeah, and it should help them increase their separation here. I mean, this has been an impressive offensive output.
That one's good, and the Grizzly lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from Pirtle. Gutterich, the pass to Clark. And Pirtle sends it back.
And Pirtle deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Trey Lyles checked in for Pirtle. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for White.
And Jakob Pirtle, he's carved himself a good chunk of rotation minutes with how he's played.
Yeah, I love his game. I like his agility. I like his hands, his touch. I mean, he's a big, mobile guy. I think he's gotten to a good spot where he's dangerous in pick-and-roll action now, too, Greg. A solid defender. A guy like that is always going to find minutes. You know, one of the biggest fears when you face a team like this with DeRozan is his ability to run the floor. And when he does that, he can hurt you on the break.
Now here's Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Morant. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
And Walker's got the ball here for the Spurs. Here's Gay. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
And the lead should be safe if they can keep shooting the basketball like this.
Yeah, they're cracking. Absolutely cracking and looking to pad that lead.
Now here's Jackson. He's got 6. On the wing, Winslow. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. It's stolen by Lyles. Walker with it. Now Valanciunas defending. And DeRozan throws it down hard.
Well, I tell you what, DeRozan really packs a punch now. He's an explosive athlete with really good strength. I mean, he's got great size for a backcourt dominant scorer.
That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down to 2 on the bucket from Valanciunas.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Gay in the corner. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Winslow against DeRozan. To the middle. Here's Lyles. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assists. Lyles got the lead back up to 4 now for San Antonio. Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. Winslow, the pass to Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Greg, we hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in is their defensive approach.
Pirtle, he's checked in for San Antonio. Bryn Forbes comes in for DeMar DeRozan. D'Anthony Melton, he's checked in for Memphis. And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. To the left side wing. And Forbes kicks to Murray. Pass to Mills. Over Morant. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Brooks. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Knocks it loose. In transition, here come the Spurs. Mills can't hit. If they time it right, they can end this quarter with a 2-for-1.
And that's how you want to end the quarters.
And they take the lead. Valanciunas has got 8.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Mills with it. Launches it. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got rebound number 5 here tonight. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Morant, right side. Releases. It's rebounded by Aldridge. And here is Murray. And a close game so far through the first.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to the Memphis did not hesitate to set the pace. An exceptional game plan.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Nice game. Great performance by Jaren Jackson.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
We've got DeRozan. Aldridge out there with Lyles. Then there's Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2-guard spot. That's the San Antonio foul. And it's DeRozan missing.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
Here's Morant. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Morant's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Grizzlies. Spurs trail by 4. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
The kick out to Aldridge. Back to Forbes. And the rejection by Jackson.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low. in the post.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Murray, and the rejection by Valanciunas. And it's Memphis on the break. Out to Brooks. Back to Winslow. The dish now to Jackson. It's stolen by Lyles. Here is Forbes. Guarded by Morant. Forbes can't get it to go.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
Pass to Winslow. Back to Morant. Brooks outside. 5 on the clock. Jackson in the corner. Shoots the 3. And the Grizzlies get it back. Valanciunas finds Morant. Now here's Winslow. Defense right on him. Morant passes to Jackson. It's hauled in by Lyles.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from DeRozan.
And this offense needed that one after 4 misses to start the half.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. Jackson kicks to Brooks. Outside for Jackson. Back to Brooks. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Here's Valanciunas. The rebound by the Spurs. With a tie, not a piece of it. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Rudy Gay's checked in for Trey Lyles. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Betteridge, the pass to Clark from deep. The shot that time, not on target. And the Spurs going the other way now. Here's Walker. Yep, that one goes. Walker's got 5 now. The Grizzlies have gone only 1 of 6 from the field in the third quarter. Not how they pictured the half started.
Well, a look at Lonnie Walker, the 18th pick in that 2018 draft. He's being brought along slowly as the team loves his potential, but he has a lot to smooth out with his game.
Clark into the lane. Makes it off the glass.
Looking nimble on the drive there. Once Clark sees an opening in the defense, he's looking to exploit.
White the pass to Walker. To the inside, Pirtle. The shot's good on the assist by Walker.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Anderson passes to Jackson. Count it, good.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Grizzlies have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. The free throw drops for Jackson. There's 45 seconds left here in the third quarter. And White kicks to Pirtle. The pass to Bellinelli. The feed to Gay. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Some solid defense from Clark. Jackson from long range. And Pirtle pulls it down. Pirtle's got 4 rebounds in this game. Walker's shot is off. Here's Gutterich. And another miss by Memphis. Stolen by Anderson. From outside the arc. No good on the last second attempt there. And we've reached the end of the third. Grizzlies lead by 4. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Taking a look at the Grizzlies. We've got Tyus Jones. Anderson is out there with Brandon Clark. And it's Melton in at the shooting guard. DeRozan brings the double team. Clark the pass to Gutterich. And he uses the glass on the layup. And the Grizzlies lead by 4.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept
is. It's White on the wing. Out to the right wing. Mills finds DeRozan. 4 on the clock. Back to Mills. Off target from three-point range. And the Grizzlies leading by 4. Passes it to Melton. Out to the wing. Pass to Gutterich. Here's Melton. He's covered by Gay. Pulls up from the corner. Melton, no good. These guys have had some good motion on offense. Nice assisting.
And when everyone's involved offensively, it has a way of helping you on the defensive side as well.
Well, that's a signature move from DeRozan, guys. Gets up ahead of steam, then finishes strong. Boy, I like that aggressiveness.
Melton passes to Clark. Here's Gutter. Back to Clark. A shot off that time. Gay with the defensive effort. It's DeRozan with the drive. Misses from close range. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And stolen by Gay. DeRozan dishes to Pirtle. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist. Pirtle's got it all tied up now for the Spurs. Here's Jones. The lead pass was put in just the right spot.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance. Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Marcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Lyle comes in for Rudy Gay. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for White. And Murray's subbed in for Patty Mills. From deep, Brooks. And Valanciunas kicks to Clark. And the call will be against LaMarcus Aldridge. That'll be his second foul of the game. Jaren Jackson, he's checked in for Memphis. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. For 3, and the 3 ball is good. And the Grizzlies lead by 7.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
And they get it. Another shot. It's rebounded by Memphis. Valanciunas has got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Morant passes to Winslow. Back to Morant. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. Pass to Winslow from past the arc. San Antonio with the rebound. Aldridge has got 4 rebounds in this game. Denied by Morant.
Well, you see the insane vertical, the long arms. Morant impacts every aspect of the game.
Lets the 3 fly. They get it back. Out to Brooks. The tray. The Grizzlies keeping it alive with a new 14. Valanciunas, and staying with the play, Valanciunas. And now it's a 9-point Memphis lead.
And one way Valanciunas generates offense, using that big body to snare the board and keep the play alive.
Morant dishes to Brooks. Back to Morant. So the first one drops, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And both free throws good for Brooks. Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough deep.
Out to DeRozan. And the rejection by Jackson. Shot clock at 5. A second chance effort. Morant with the steal. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Lets it go with a 3. Now here's Winslow. Out to Brooks. This one for 3. Morant outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exit.
From deep. Misses the shot. So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. And the starting lineups have concluded. So it's the NBA Live on 2K Sports on this. And the starting group for the Spurs. Lyles out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's DeRozan. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the 2 guard. And for the Kings, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Bagley is out there with Nemanja Bjelica. And it's Barnes in at the small forward spot. And the dunk by Barnes.
A nice job by Bjelica. Be patient. Look for teammates. He found them.
Murray, no good.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game. He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And talk about a strong finisher. DeRozan will challenge anyone when he's looking to score.
Fox against Aldridge. It's Bjelica. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. San Antonio with the ball. And so it's DeRozan. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Forbes the pass to Murray. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Yes, that goes in.
Fox pretty good when he decides to use his speed. He's going to get the defense on their heels.
It's stolen by Bagley. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Bjelica can surprise you at times, not just as a shooter, but pump faking, putting the ball on the deck, and trying to become a playmaker. As long as he's under control, he can do some nice things out there.
Here's Lyles, and the dunk by Lyles.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Here's Barnes. Good on the shot. Barnes has got his second basket.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Here's DeRozan. And the dunk by DeRozan.
Just another way Aldridge beats you. As a facilitator, very comfortable making decisions.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on DeJounte Murray.
And De'Aaron Fox has staked his claim. Said baseline to baseline with the ball in my hands, I'm the fastest player in the league.
He very well might be. I mean, he is a terror in the open floor, and that speed burst just puts so much pressure on any retreating defense.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. And stolen by Murray. And oh, here we go. DeRozan, nobody back. And finished off by DeRozan.
And that's a display of DeRozan's athletic ability, making his presence felt on offense.
Not getting old here. Seeing him make that lead pass with perfect timing.
San Antonio trailing here. Murray dishes to DeRozan. It's stolen by Bagley. And now Sacramento on the break. Here's Fox. Finished off the break. Fox has got 6 points.
I think a lot of teams worry about Bogdanovich. Obviously that three-point ability, but now he's making plays.
And the dunk by DeRozan.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. Some nice ball movement here by the Kings. Barnes kicks to Bagley. And there's a whistle. That goes on Bryn Forbes. That is his first foul of the game. And the Kings will go for a different look here. Harry Giles is checked in for Marvin Bagley. Parker comes in for Bielitsa. Buddy Hield, he's checked in for Bogdanovich. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox. Then for the Spurs, Rudy Gay's checked in for Trey Lyles. Derek White comes in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Mills in for DeJounte Murray. Trying to get open is Hield. Aldridge misses.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And the Spurs with possession. Spurs trail by 3. DeRozan passes to Gay. Barnes against DeRozan. The baseline jumper goes down. He's got 10.
And that keeps him perfect from the field this quarter.
Here's Joseph. Pass to Giles. That one goes in.
So far, both teams scorching the Nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. Ken Bazemore comes in for Barnes. Then for the Spurs, Pirtle, he's checked in for Aldridge. Bellinelli comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And it's Lonnie Walker in for Patty Mills. That one drops for him.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Inside, White. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
And I love the fact that he didn't have to slow down or adjust there. The pass was just timed perfectly.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Joseph kicks to Giles. Sacramento gets it back. He lobs it up.
Well, that's good teammate stuff right there. Looking for your guys. Buddy Hield has a strong feel for when to give it up.
There's 14 seconds left in the first quarter. The Kings shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. Free throw good, Joseph.
2 shots.
And Joseph drops them both. Here's White. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. White's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. Here's Giles. The shot misses. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Kings. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've been watching from the Kings, guys.
Well, going to the bench early, they obviously knew what they were doing.
Yeah, looking for a spark here, and the coach tapped the right guys to get out there and provide it.
Joseph and Hield make up the backcourt. Giles is out there with Kent Bazemore, and it's Holmes in at center. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Kings leading now by 5. Here's Joseph. And Pirtle sends it back.
And you got to give appreciation to how Pirtle punishes shooters. A dynamite shot blocker with impeccable timing. And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Pass to Giles. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the 2-hand slam. Here's Pirtle. Got it. Good job in the low post. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed. But it's always existed. And the reality is this. You become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Here's Bazemore following the basket by Derek White. And Derek White picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Sacramento making some changes. Bielitsa, he's checked in for Harry Giles. And it's Fox in for Joseph. The Spurs also with the sub. Murray's checked in. Spurs trail by 3. Walker finds Gay. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Well, the balance that Rudy Gay has, outstanding job at staying in control, even when getting hit.
In the corner, it's Healed over Bellinelli. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here. Pretty clear. Buddy Hield has this shooting thing down, but doesn't want to be one-dimensional. Bones, how does he diversify his game?
Well, Greg, I think as teams try to take away his first option, which is that shooting ability, he can become a much more dynamic passer and playmaker. If he can add some kind of physicality on the defensive end, now on both ends, Buddy's doing little things to impact the game, and it's not just all about that sweet stroke.
Now here's Walker. Following the missed shot by De'Aaron Fox. Count that one, and the Kings' lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Walker. Healed outside. Stolen by Gay. Walker with it. Rudy Gay on the wing. Pass to Bellinelli. And that one drops for him. Bellinelli's got the lead up to 1 now for the Spurs.
Yeah, and Bellinelli, very creative, has that ability to get into the heart of the defense.
The kick out to Fox. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And De'Aaron Fox, one of those hyper-athletic point guards, but still more slight of build than a Westbrook or, in their primes, John Wall, Derrick Rose. Do you think he needs to get stronger?
Well, I think that's a great question, and you could take it 2 ways. Yes, physically, and yes, mentally. And he's getting a ton of minutes in the early part of his career.
And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Even De'Aaron Fox has talked about how he's the fastest player in the league. The cool thing about it is night after night he seems to prove it.
And Mills kicks to DeRozan. Now here's Mills, covered by Parker. Parker with the steal. And Parker with a clear path to the hoop. Goes up, and the dunk by Parker.
Well, something Jabari Parker really needs to improve on is just good positioning on defensive possessions. That time uses his athleticism to pry away the steal.
And now the Kings fast break. Here's Barnes, and it's in off the backboard. Barnes has got 6 points. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
And that one, good. Aldridge has got the game tied up here for San Antonio.
Well, there's a couple things that Patty is working on to be a better player in this league, and finding the open man is one of them. That kind of looks like a predictable shot, one that they want. The defense has to prevent the ball from getting into that sweet spot.
And the dunk by Aldridge.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Back to Fox. That ball. Nice feed that time from Bogdanovich. Bogdanovich has got 3 assists now in this one. Mills passes to DeRozan. Back to Mills. Up and in on the layup. Mills has got 4 points this quarter.
For a guy who makes his living behind the three-point line, Mills looks comfortable there, taking it inside. Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
Forbes. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of
the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, welcome. It was a fast pace for Sacramento at the outset. And, guys, some say the shooting guard...
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the court for San Antonio, Trey Lyles out there with DeRozan. Then there's LaMarcus Aldridge. Then there's DeJounte Murray. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. Pick off in midair. Here's Murray. Bagley with the rebound.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Completely lost focus. You can't get 2 steps ahead.
Bielitsa misses.
Now, there's a little bit of pressure on him, but not enough to cause him to miss a shot that's in that close.
And finished off by DeRozan.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. Fox dishes to Bagley. Aldridge with some nice D. San Antonio leading. And here's DeRozan. And finished off by DeRozan.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Nice to play with a point guard that takes pride in playmaking. It makes you move around just a little bit faster to get open spots.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play.
Greg, I know you've played for some great coaches in your day. What is it that separates the truly elite coaches, in your opinion, from just coaches that are pretty good?
I think the one attribute that's most important for a great coach is consistency. And I've said this, you can coach a lot of different ways, you can win a lot of different ways, but you've got to be sincere and true to your principles and your philosophy. And those are the coaches, and I've had them that have done it different ways, but they've been the most successful. And listen, you've also at the professional level, you've got to have a presence about you. You got to have some charisma out there as well to get these men to buy in.
Yeah, Bielitsa pushing right through the contact that time.
Right side Aldridge. And the pass to Lyles. Murray outside. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Fox.
Fox getting in, nifty scoring there, not hesitating inside.
Aldridge kicks to Lyles. Aldridge down low. Defended by Bagley. Aldridge's shot is good.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call. And we just got a second look there at the exceptional mobile one block.
And you can see the mindset he has. When the game's this close, he's going to bring it at that end of the floor. And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, You really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down to 4 on the bucket from Bazemore.
Bazemore does a good job of not getting thrown off balance there. Keeps his focus even after getting hit.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
For Sacramento, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And now Sacramento on the break. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. Great opportunity for a three-point play. The Kings have made their free throws at a pretty good clip. They've hit 8 of 10.
And Bazemore is an athletic player who continues to try to evolve his game. He gets out into transition. That's when you're going to get Bazemore at his best.
And you got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Here's Joseph, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gay.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
At the line for 2.
And Joseph drops them both. 32 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Now here's Mills. He has 6. Pass to Gay. Pirtle trying to get open. The putback. Great positioning on the putback. Pirtle's got the lead up to 6 now for the Spurs.
And Pirtle is always a threat to come away with offensive rebounds thanks to his amazing timing, especially when the D fails to box him out.
He gets it up. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's San Antonio with a 6-point lead at the... And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. That's at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. Parker out there with Giles, and it's Holmes in at the 5. That's the 5 out there for the Kings.
Yeah, and I think he was surprised to see that pass coming his way and just really reacted too late.
DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for the Spurs. Fox finds Holmes. That's a 2 from Hield, and that one off the back of the rim and in. Hield's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for Sacramento. DeRozan surveying the D. Kicks it out to Gay. Outside, White. 6 on the shot clock. Walker against Hield. Rebound by the Kings. And now the Kings, fast break. Parker leading the charge. They kick out to Hield. Back to Parker. Kings moving the ball around. And it's Giles missing. Spurs leading by 4. Now Walker. Pass to Gay. Back to Walker. Passes it to Pirtle. That one falls.
Doing a lot of nice work now from the field. He's helped get them this lead, and now he's helped them keep it.
Outside, Fox gets it to go. That one good from Giles.
Well, Fox with the eyes and ears up that time. Good vision to facilitate.
Outside, White. Banked in off the glass. And the Spurs lead by 6.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Tough matchup here, and Fox has it going right now. The lefty getting some room and making it happen.
And there's the pass to Walker. Pirtle trying to get open. Walker's shot is off.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Parker passes to Giles. Here's Holmes. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
That's an excellent play call to free him up from the defense.
Well, taking advantage of that opportunity, it does not get any more high percentage than that one.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
Nobody near Parker. The shot comes out, and the Spurs going the other way now. Here's Walker. Gay trying to break free. And it's put back in by White. White's got 6 points in the quarter.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip-in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Back to Walker. DeRozan against Fox. And Rashawn Holmes gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Sacramento making some changes. Marvin Bagley's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Ielitsa comes in for Harry Giles. And it's Harrison Barnes in for Jabari Parker. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Jakob Poeltl. Kyle comes in for Rudy Gay. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Walker. And it's DeJounte Murray in for Derek White.
Love watching Bagley getting confident in big possessions.
Miles kicks to Murray. Outside DeRozan. 1:05 left here in the fourth quarter.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. It counts. And now they trail by just 4.
And how about Bielitsa stepping up in a big moment here?
Aldridge finds Murray. Here's Wiles. Sacramento grabs the miss. And here's the break. Bielitsa misses. And they are in the driver's seat.
Yes, they are. If they come away with points on this trip, Katie barred the door.
Forbes dishes to Murray. Pass to Aldridge. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And the technical free throw is good.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Fox against Murray. Great D that time from Bagley. And so it's Bagley with it. He brings it up for the Sacramento Kings. Here's Fox. It's tipped. And out of bounds as San Antonio gains possession. Nine seconds left in the fourth quarter. And Forbes kicks to Murray. Here's Aldridge. It's off. And so it's San Antonio with the win. This was all right, David. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.